And my answer was that no matter who hates on me for it, I'm going to keep going. Because that's the thing that I started. I started it. I'm not going to quit because one person doesn't like it. Because then what do? They win.
Yeah,
I'm not going to let people win. I'm sorry. I'm not.
We can blindfold all our problems. We can't lie, we love this. Bad habits.
All right, 3, 2. Screw it. I just started recording. Whatever.
Alrighty. Just a second.
Yes, we got to make it visually tasty. Anyway, welcome to the very first episode of UnCut with Juice and Luke.
In which I'm still literally trying to figure everything out right now, but
yeah. I'm sorry.
So our podcast number 1. This is going to be our first episode of it. Yeah, we're just starting it off with a guest. We don't really care, it's just a podcast. But yes, of course. Well, it's you. Yeah, you get what we're saying. So but yeah, we're gonna talk about interesting stuff. It's gonna be fun. Just kind of a free for all, go with the flow. So but yeah, we're starting. Like I said, we're starting off with a guest already for our first episode. And if you're listening on Spotify, everywhere, wherever you're listening, you can just hop on YouTube, and we got the visuals of the podcast. Yes, we're on Zoom right now because of this whole Corona thing right now that's going on. But hopefully, I don't know, maybe one day. What?
That's for another episode, the Corona
thing.
But
yeah, we'll hopefully in the far future we'll have our own set. And we'll be able to make this a lot more official. But we invite you guys to continue on this little journey with us, and it's gonna be pretty fun. And but yeah, and our first guest.
I'll introduce her this time because he introduced her in Stories of Inspirations. And if you haven't watched that video, watch it before you watch this one because it'll make more sense. Anyway, you've seen her. She is an entrepreneur, a growing one, actually. She is also a host of her own podcast, of course. And she is the most wonderful person in the world. And she has a wonderful story that you're going to like.
Pretty inspiring, too. So, yeah, we got...
Please introduce Abbey Beck. Woohoo!
Let's get some.
Just take any second. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Alrighty, we got some lights for you too. Whoa.
Oh shoot! Okay, drippy. Okay.
Yep.
I see you.
And actually, one thing we forgot to mention in our intro is that we're gonna. Stupid lights are getting in the way now. Anyway,
Jesus.
So yeah, anyway, so you should talk about why we named our podcast UnCut, which is the name of our thing, which we forgot to mention that.
So the reason why y'all named it UnCut is because you wanted it to be as authentic as possible and like as original. Lucas, stop throwing things at your wall.
I'm back.
So I did an episode a while back that was all about authenticity and being authentic in yourself. And I feel like that's really important to have on a podcast, at least in an episode or something. You want it to be authentic. You want it to be real. You need people to know who you are if they're going to actually listen to what you have to say. You have to form that connection. You have to form that relationship with people to the point where you're not putting on a persona anymore. And that's the thing that people don't necessarily understand when they're listening to people, because anyone can say anything and it can sound believable, but anyone can also say something and it can be real. There's a difference between believable and real, and y'all want it to be uncut because y'all are original, y'all are real. You guys, you're killing it.
Dang,
what's going to be said is going to be said, and if you don't like it,
Well,
Yeah,
screw
you
you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a bad message. Don't add us, guys. Um, so like I said, in my introduction, Abby has her own podcast, which is now on iHeartRadio. Which
Yes,
so
it is
congratulations to that.
it is, thank you. It's now an iHeart radio show.
So that's
let's try to get
really
some lights for that again. Can we get some lights? There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. We got the. That's lame. Why doesn't it change faster? Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So
I have a question.
Yes.
How does it feel to be a show on iHeartRadio? Because that's a big deal.
Okay, so funny story about what happened. So yesterday I'm doing schoolwork and I had sent in an application maybe a month or two ago, not expecting to hear back because you never get a podcast on iHeartRadio unless you're like a celebrity, you know, because podcasts are not on iHeartRadio, or there aren't like a lot that are on iHeartRadio. It's mainly music. So I sent in an application, not expecting to hear back, but just to be like, well, I did it. And I had to email something to myself for schoolwork. And then I see below it that there's a message from like the headquarters of iHeartRadio. And I'm like, wait. So then I was expecting either a rejection letter or a scam. And then it said, congratulations, your show Get Real with Abby is now available on iHeartRadio permanently. And I was like, whoa. So then I thought that it was a scam. So I went and clicked on the link that they sent, expecting to get like hacked. But then lo and behold, my show's on iHeartRadio. And I'm like, oh my God. So they sent, along with the email, the like acceptance letter or whatever, they sent me a bunch of logos that I can put on my cover art. And I now have like full access to their logo or whatever, instead of like copywriting a logo. So it's, God, it is so cool. It is absolutely insane because, you know, like you think of these people, there's like Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Zendaya, all have been on iHeartRadio at one point or another. And now I'm on iHeartRadio, you know, and it's just like, wow, like what the hell? Like, wait, I'm like, wait. You know, so it was so crazy, you know, and I honestly, I didn't expect the podcast to go far by any means when I started it. And now that it has, I'm both terrified and overwhelmed and excited because, you know, I can be terrified of what's going to come. And I'm also overwhelmed by the fact that, you know, there's been so much support and just like everything. And I'm also excited to see what happens in the future with regarding my show and regarding iHeartRadio and stuff like that. But
man, you should be excited. It's really exciting. I can't wait for us to be able to like make that application to iHeartRadio and actually do the same thing. Well, of course, when we get more episodes in there. So
yeah, I mean, we can't
if I were you, I would wait for a while just because it's so hard, just like owning and maintaining a podcast and then going onto iHeartRadio. Wow, like it's crazy.
Like, so I have another question. Sorry.
Sure.
What's like, I don't know how to like word this. What's the difference between like having a podcast on Spotify and having it on iHeartRadio? Like, is there a difference, or
there is? So with Spotify's demographic is any age, right? So you can literally find anyone on Spotify. And since it's so public and anybody can be on Spotify, if you go about it the right way, it becomes like your demographic gets a little wider. But on iHeartRadio, it's very limited and like very limited in demographic from 10 to 19, because those are the viewers of iHeartRadio. So if that's my demographic, if that's my attempted demographic, if I go on iHeartRadio, that's going to be my only demographic. However, if you're on Spotify, you get just a little more exposure on there with older or younger people in the demographic, but you get a majority of it from iHeartRadio. And also, Spotify is very cool, right? Spotify, you find everything, but iHeartRadio is literally my Disney Channel dream coming true, because you see so many commercials and they're like this person is on iHeartRadio, and then now I'm like, I'm on iHeartRadio. I want that. It's just like, it's everything. It's
like,
crazy.
will there be like, no, that's never mind. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Yeah. Lucas, do you have anything else to
Yeah,
say?
I was just gonna say, you were about to say something, but then you changed your mind. We could just, cut it out, but we
Sure.
can't because
we don't
our
have to.
podcast is uncut.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing
right.
but the real,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Now the big a big adjustment is going to be changing my intro from, hey guys, welcome back to Get Real, whatever. But now it's gotta be like hey guys, welcome to like Get Real on iHeartRadio or something like that. Because like it's a part of the actual like deal with iHeartRadio and my podcast is that, it's like it goes hand in hand. So I'm hoping that I can get ownership of it soon, because it's one thing to be on it and it's another thing to own your show. So I'm trying to gain royalty right now, but even if I don't, it's still a huge, huge honor to be on it. So
yeah, it's so exciting, bro. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
yeah, it's so cool.
appreciate
I mean, kind of seeing someone that started off and then is now now at this level is just pretty cool. And it's like, what's next? I mean, I can't wait to see what you're gonna be accomplishing.
Thank you. Also, fun fact: Lucas found out that I was 14 like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I thought you were 16. Like I thought you were 16.
I'm not 16. I'm 14.
You're 14. I'm gonna be 17. I was like, interesting. Jeez.
Wow, you're getting old.
It was just funny because I thought you knew, and then he's like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, 14. Then he's like, "Wait, like you didn't know?"
Yeah, it's like 14. You're literally an age. What is that? I don't know how to say it. Like you're a year older. There you go. A year older than my brother, which is 13. And I'm like, what? Like someone a year older than my brother is already accomplishing so much, and it's just. I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm proud of you. It's like it's very interesting, and I can't wait till me and Hugo are at that point, which will happen. I know it will.
It will happen.
Keep it up. You got it.
By the way, we only have 1 minute and 19 seconds left on this thing.
How?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Well, UnCut will turn into cut for a second.
Yeah.
UnCut here's a break.
Cut.
Yeah. Well, actually, we'll use this to.
You can do like a music commercial break.
Yeah, we'll do that, or a word from our sponsors.
A word from our sponsor, Anchor.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean our sponsor can just be us. We'll be our own
word
sponsor.
From your sponsor, you.
Yeah. Well, then I'm gonna just stop recording then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I started recording.
Alrighty, we're back from our commercial break. The word from our sponsor. But actually, we had something kind of interesting happen right now. Oops, what did I do here? My brother sent me a message. Let's see what it is. We're going to try to call him live right here. Oh, he sent another voice message.
Do you mind? Okay, we're leaving right now, okay? Dinner got delayed. Okay, yeah. Dude, am I in trouble?
Right, I'm going to try to call him right now on the... Let's see.
He's like, oh crap.
Hello? Hey, man.
Good morning. You are live on iHeartRadio.
What?
Hi.
Oh my god.
Hello, I said good afternoon. You are live on iHeartRadio. You're contestant number 9. That means you have won a free car.
Nice. That's kind of gay, but okay. We're on our... No, Kelly, don't say that. We're on our way. Things are... Yo, Hugo. What's good, man?
Yeah, I'm on the iHeartRadio thing. It's pretty cool.
But I am not on iHeartRadio.
Well, if you go on to Abby's show, you will be on our radio.
We're a little. Just tell mom that dinner got delayed.
Well, I can't right now. I'm in the middle of recording my first thing with
Can you
these
just
two.
like run over? Can you just like run over, dude? What? Can you just like run over?
You said you're on your way. I see LED lights inside of a room.
Yes,
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Just scream.
you cut him off.
There's like such close.
Just cut him off.
Just like scream out that I'll be like.
Okay, so anyway,
Alrighty, bye.
Oh my god. We're
He's
so
calling me
sorry.
again. He's calling me again.
Ghost him.
This is not about him. This is about you, okay?
Oh gosh. We're sorry, everyone, for who's
Sorry,
listening.
guys.
This turned into something that we did not want escalated.
Oh my god.
you know, sometimes people say uncut. They really mean uncut, and sometimes,
We're probably gonna keep it in, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's uncut. But anyway, we do want to continue about your thing here. We're sorry about that.
no problem.
Not only do you have a podcast, but you also have your very own
I do.
business.
I have my own business. I do.
Would you care to explain what your business is?
Sure. Okay, so I'm the owner of the New Classic Company, and I make, market, and produce homemade cosmetics. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have lip glosses, lip oils, soon a new product that is not going to be lip related nor face related. And stay tuned for that.
This is pretty much advertisement for her company.
I know, shameless plug.
You should be the sponsor of her.
I will sponsor your video. I will sponsor your very first video. I got you.
That should be like the message in the middle, just like,
hey guys, shop the New Classic Company right now.
do
right
it
now.
Do it.
Go to www.thenewclassiccompany.com.
Do you have your own website?
I do.
Oh, really?
I do.
So you're not on it? Are you still on Etsy or?
I started out on Etsy and I don't really use it anymore, but like people can still buy it off Etsy. But no, if you go to the New Classic Co., not the New Classic Company, but the newclassicco.com, you will find my stuff.
Oh wow! Because last time you were still on Etsy, but
Yep.
now you got your own website, so that's
do.
cool.
Yep, as of December 26th.
26. That's so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it was kind of a spur of the moment decision that I decided to just go through with because, I figured that you gotta hit the ground running. So, and I figured out the orders have been like up kind of a lot with the website rather than Etsy. So, it's kind of worth it.
I feel like I'm repeating myself from the last video, but is there like a process in where like you're making your cosmetics and shipping them and all that stuff? Like,
yeah,
is there? Yeah,
there is. So I have all of my cosmetics pre-made unless I need to restock. So for instance, I made these a few days ago. Oh, you can't see them, but this is just one of them. I'm pretty sure that this is cherry bomb. I still need to label it, but so I take whatever they ordered. I have my own custom shippers, like the package thingies. And then you get a few little goodies inside of it and seal it up, ship it out next day. I always do next day shipping just because I don't want people to wait.
That's responsible of you. I mean, that's pretty good.
Appreciate it. I do next day shipping unless it is on a Saturday to Sunday because the post office is closed on Sunday. So,
yes.
you're going to have to wait.
That's really cool. I mean,
Thank you.
I'm 15 and like last year I was 14 and I'm like, I can't even imagine having my own business at that age because, I'm very, very, very disorganized.
I know I get it. I'm disorganized too. But there's kind of a method to the madness. And I'm constantly looking out for new projects to start. And I think I already found one today. So I might be starting on that soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's it's pretty interesting. Hugo, you forgot to record.
No,
No,
I'm
it's
recording.
Oh darn! Ah man.
It's
He
okay.
said, bro, you forgot to record.
No, I got you.
You got
I
it?
got us.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
so when is this episode airing, you guys?
Hopefully the YouTube one will be probably tomorrow, or yeah, if Hugo just sends it all this stuff to me, I'll have it all edited tonight, and then
Oh geez.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that is if you do your part, Hugo, because
Well, my phone's charging right now, so like I'll be like super fast about it.
I hear excuses, my guy.
Hey, listen.
All right, so for your first episode, where do you guys see your show in the future? Where do you guys see your podcast?
On the internet.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
shut up, Lucas.
I'm done. I quit. I'm done.
Okay, no, but like, I feel like this show is gonna reach so much more people than our like channel,
Mm-hmm.
because now we're gonna be able to not only have like our visual stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll be able to like export it to other like platforms using Anchor plugin. We're using Anchor. We'll be able to put it on other platforms like Spotify or Apple Music. I'm trying to remember what other
Apple.
stuff.
Okay, so here's the thing. Anchor does not distribute to Apple Podcast automatically. You have to reach a certain point with your podcast to get on there, I'm pretty sure. Same with
Okay.
iHeartRadio. So but no, you start out on, I want to say 6 or 7 different platforms with Anchor. And that includes Spotify, Overcast, everything like that. But then to get onto other platforms that are not automatically, you have to either reach out to Anchor specifically, or you have to reach a certain point with your show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we're going to like go into something else, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We're gonna no, no, not yet. I don't feel like we haven't even really got into the, like.
Well, we should have added this last little part that we just started talking about towards the end. Instead of,
you know what? Sometimes uncut means you can cut it and rearrange it.
Honestly, yeah, that's true. To people that want to start a podcast or say start a business, what would you want to tell them?
If you have any love for yourself, don't. I'm totally kidding. No.
I was just like, okay.
wait, what?
wait a minute.
No, I'm totally kidding. Okay. So with owning a business and a podcast, it takes up a long, long time. It takes up quite a bit of time. So I definitely think that you need to think it out first, because it sounds very fun, but when you actually get into it, it is more hard than fun. But I find a lot of joy in it, because as much as I would love to say that it's easy, and as much as I would love to say that it's, a walk in the park, it's not. It will never be a walk in the park. It is never going to be just straightforward and easy. And I also think that you need to be creative and to have a message, because my message with my business is that I want to bring beauty back. That's our catchphrase, is bringing beauty back. Because a lot of the times in the industry, you see quite a bit of like weird chemicals going into your makeup and going into cosmetics and perfumes and everything like that. Stuff that you generally don't want on your face, and a lot of it is really fast, and it's all expensive when it doesn't need to be. It does not need to be expensive. But with mine, my goal was to make them as inexpensive, as clean, as vegan, as straightforward as possible, and still give you good results. So for instance, I tested this out on my own, but it's also going to go up on my Instagram story soon. I have a Fenty lip gloss. Okay. This is by Rihanna. You put it on. Okay. I put it on half of my lips. I put it on the left side, and it looked like a lip gloss. Then I took Cherry Bomb, put it on the right side. They look identical. And that's not coming from a biased standpoint. It's coming from just looking at it. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
Because like I was not expecting it to look identical, because they're 2 different colors. This one is a kind of a tinted pink, and this one has powder in it, so it's pink, you know?
Yeah.
But they look the same. So my goal is so that you're not paying for the name anymore. You're not paying for the brand. You're paying for product. Because if this Fenty lip gloss is $24, you're paying for the name Fenty. You're not paying for a good lip gloss. You're paying for the name Fenty. So if I can make my products as good, as clean, environmentally friendly as, you know, whatever is possible, I'm going to do it. You know, I try and limit my ingredients to be cautious of allergens. I try to limit everything so that people can't, you know, like no one can have like a reaction to it because there's nothing bad in it. And sure, it's hard to do. It's hard to get stuff, you know, that you can find that's like not going to harm you in any way or harm anything else, but it can be done. And then with my podcast, I wanted it to be kind of a place where teenagers can just come and just therapy, you know? It's a therapeutic experience for all of us because I get a lot out of talking and a lot of people get a lot out of listening and knowing that someone out there feels the exact same way that they do. So I try and talk about issues that primarily face teenagers, you know, including myself. And sometimes I don't even know the answer, you know, because I'm not perfect. I don't know all. But sometimes if you can just bring awareness to a situation, you can talk on it and just kind of figure it out as you go. Even if you don't get a clear answer, you do get a clear comprehension of what you're feeling, seeing, and doing. And as long as you're doing that, that's all that matters.
It's true.
I'm so sorry.
I like everything that you're saying.
I'll be right back.
you.
I'll be right back,
Okay.
guys. You guys
Go ahead.
talk among yourselves. I need to do something.
We just turn around and sees him like beating his brother.
Yeah, I know. But I definitely think that when you're starting out on something, don't expect success right away.
Yeah.
Because my podcast started out pretty popular actually among my friends. And then, you know, as of like right now, my views have been down for maybe a month or two. And it's starting to really mess with me because I'm kind of like, well, am I doing something wrong? Do people not like what I'm doing? You know, what's going on? But then I got into iHeartRadio and I'm like, you know, doesn't really matter what your view count is. It doesn't matter who's listening. It just matters that someone cares. You
Well,
know?
I guess it also like happened for a reason. I guess you can say it. You know,
Yeah. And
started
sometimes things just happen, you know?
They do, yeah.
Because there are things that, you know, there can be really great periods and really bad periods. And I think right now I was in a bad period. And then I realized that it doesn't matter who's listening as long as someone cares. As long as someone's listening, that's all you need. You don't need a specific view count. You don't need a specific amount of money in your wallet. You just need somebody who gives a crap about what you have to say.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna interrupt you for a second.
Okay.
It's like what you said about how, like, success, like you're not gonna get success from like a podcast right away. I feel like it's the same with YouTube channels.
Right.
Like we started our YouTube channel in like April of last year, and we only have like 20 something subscribers, and we still kept going because we're like, we don't really care about the subscribers. We don't care about the views. As long as we're having fun and we're like proud of the content we're making, then we don't have to worry about it.
And that's what matters.
People are gonna find it, and they're gonna be like, this is cool. This is like, we can tell that these dudes are dedicated to what they're doing. And that's kind of like what you're talking about. Like at first you're like, oh, I'm getting these low views or like low listens, but like it doesn't really matter because like at least you know that there are people out there that are actually listening or watching all your stuff, and they actually care, you know?
Yeah. And it doesn't matter if you're reaching 5 people or 500 people, because at the end of the day, I would rather have 5 good listeners than 500 real like fake listeners.
Yeah.
You know,
people say that with
people who
friends.
just follow the Instagram but don't actually listen to the podcast. I would much rather have 5 genuine listeners who actually care about what I have to say rather than 5,000 fake Instagram followers who never clicked on my podcast and who say that they love it. I want people to genuinely love it. I don't want people to fake love it just because they know me, and I went to their school or whatever. I want people to actually understand what I'm trying to say and understand that there's a meaning behind it. There's a message behind that. And when I posted an episode about Black Lives Matter, okay? And I kept getting DMs and they're like, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you find it amusing. And they're like, well, I mean, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, are you done? I'm not going to take down the episode. I don't regret making the episode because it's something that I wanted to talk about. It's my show. My name is slapped on the cover of it. I can do what I want with it. And
Yeah.
I think that that's the thing that people don't realize is that your viewers don't control you. As much as you want an input, as much as you love your viewers, you love everything that they possibly contribute to your show. You have to remain in control of your life and of your choices, and you need to be proud of those choices that you make. Because at the end of the day, if you just do what everyone wants you to do, there's no originality behind it. There's no authenticity behind it. So if you do something that's authentic and people don't like it, at least you can go to bed at night knowing that you did the best that you could.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's important. Because I'll say something on my show, right? And it's something that I believe in, something that a lot of my viewers believe in. But then there are people, my viewers, who just don't believe in it. That's okay. Like, that's fantastic. Everyone has a right to an opinion. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm just saying that you can have your opinion, but leave me out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just the show host. I just show up. You know,
yeah.
I'm just
in this podcast,
living for it. So
if you don't know, because some viewers don't know, me and Lucas have completely different like political like opinions, especially like I'm not gonna like talk about it further, but like
you'll just have different opinions.
Yeah, exactly. And you can still be friends with the person.
Yeah,
as long as they actually like don't bash you for your own opinions, then you can be absolutely fine. The problem with like people is that like people absolutely
some of them
hate
don't
you.
respect it. They
yeah,
won't,
exactly.
They won't respect it and stuff. And like for example, with what you said, you made a podcast, or was it a podcast that you said?
An
on
episode?
The Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
It was a podcast. So people said it was funny. Now, you didn't make it funny, right? You were talking about a serious topic. Now, it's like at what point does a serious, like you're trying to make something serious, but people are making fun of it, but you do want you still want people to tell you what they think. Like the one thing that you have to do is like not pay attention to what the bad things that people are saying and just focus on if someone said, oh well, you made really good points, then take that. But like if someone's just saying, oh, it was funny, when it's a serious topic, like obviously a serious topic, like I just don't pay attention to it. Like I'm not saying like you, like I'm saying other people who take the criticism and stuff like that, just you know, like don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, like the bad stuff.
And the thing is, like, as long as you get good input from other people, then the people that give you the bad input, they don't matter at all anymore.
Yeah.
Then it's all about the good. If you get more positive, if you get like one positive comment out of like 7 negative ones, that's going to make your day, you know?
Yeah. And something that I also have said on an episode before, I don't quote me on this because I don't exactly remember my own words.
Oh, we will.
Okay. But I said something along the lines of, there can be 1 million people in the world who want to see you fall on your face and fail. But if there is one person behind you waiting to catch you, that one person becomes your whole world. That one person completely outshines everyone else. And as much as people want to feel important, as much as people want to feel that their negativity is important to me, I'm sorry, it's not. Because ultimately, the question that you have to ask yourself is the fight worth it? Because I'm not going to tell you that owning a podcast, especially when you talk about the things that I talk about, I'm not going to tell you that people aren't going to have an opinion about it, because they are. Everybody has an opinion, and that is okay with me. I'm not going to invalidate your opinion just because our opinions don't align. And the main issue that people run into, honestly, when they're getting into an argument about something, just literally anything, is that they both want to be correct, you know? And here's the thing. If you both want to be correct, both of you are going to walk away feeling like you are the one who won, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you didn't. Because if you both think that you're right, then who really won?
Exactly.
I don't think that a conversation or an argument or a disagreement should be about winning. I think it should be coming about a consensus. And that's the thing, is that a lot of people don't disagree to make a consensus. They disagree to invalidate one another, and that's not okay.
Yeah.
And especially when you are going on a platform and saying what you're thinking, people are going to hate on you for it. And that's the thing that I didn't realize when I first started my podcast. I thought that everyone was going to be like really chill about it. And then I released an episode and they're like, and then I was like, okay, first off, rude. But no, it helped me kind of discover what was important to me, who I am, what's important, who is important to me. And when you just take a step back and put everything aside, opinions, facts, everything aside, and you look at what's right in front of you, the answer is so clear. And my answer was that no matter who hates on me for it, I'm going to keep going. Because that's the thing that I started. I started it. I'm not going to quit because one person doesn't like it. Because then what do? They win.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm not going to let people win. I'm sorry. I'm not. Because, you can sit there and say whatever the heck you want to say. And I'm just going to be here, hanging out. And ultimately, people want a reaction. And when the first person who hated on me, I gave them a reaction and it didn't end up well. But then when I realized that was what they wanted, I stopped giving a reaction. I stopped giving a crap. My show is my show. My face is slapped on the cover of it. If my name and my face is on it, I'm the owner of it. I'm going to say what I want to say. And people who view it like it, and people who view it don't like it. That's okay. We all have opinions. Just leave me out of it. I don't, it's just, I wish that we all lived in a place where we could just agree to disagree. But until then, all I ask is that if you're watching this and you're like, well, I don't necessarily agree with what you're saying, that is completely okay. If you disagree with what I'm saying, that is absolutely 100, 1,000, 1,000,000% okay. Just don't take your personal opinion and try and change my personal opinion. Because unfortunately, that's not how that works, and it's unfair. So,
yeah. You speak like so eloquently about the issues that are going on and now about how people argue. And I wish like adults were like, how do I word it? Like, I wish they were like, they didn't act like we were children, like little toddlers, because we know we are smarter than adults think. And we know, and sometimes they need to listen to us, because honestly, if my parent, if like adults, like say my teacher, listen to me like how, like speak like how you talked, and they were like, I agree with you, I would be so happy. But we don't live in that world. Right. We don't live in that type of world anymore, or we don't live in that world. But until then, we just got to live with, being treated like a little child.
So you're saying kind of like have, our generation, us kids, whatever, like kind of teach the adults. Is that what you're kind of saying? That's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have a good point a good little thing to add to that. Story time.
Ooh, so, story time.
Yeah. Well, to make long story short, I was somewhere, right, and I was in this place where we were with these other people where we were stating our opinions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were speaking and doing whatever. And I had this one guy with his family in his car. He stops and he starts cussing me out and stuff. And I'm thinking in my mind, and I actually said this to the guy. I said, "This is the example that you're setting for your children. Yes, you don't agree with me. It's okay. It's fine. But you have your wife and your young kids sitting in the back, and you're like cussing me out and saying all these nasty things and stuff, and you're gonna is like that's an example that you're gonna set." I said that to the guy, and I'm thinking that goes like with what you were saying. A lot of times we need more adults to listen to what kids are saying. I'm not saying I'm right. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I don't know. But I don't know. That's just I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. This is what happened, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. And another thing is that at the very least, if you're not gonna, at the very least, I can't control what you do with your life. No one can except for you. But at the very least, filter what you say, because there are a lot of things that I completely heavily disagree with, right? But I'll voice my opinion and my absolute disagreement for it in the safety of my own home, because I know that I'm safe to share my opinion, right?
Yeah.
However, when I'm out in the real world and there are people, I filter what I say, I'll still say something, but it's not going to be to the extent of what I would say if I were at home, because I respect people. I respect their opinion. Everyone has an opinion. You're entitled to an opinion. Your opinion is validated and it is important. However, when you're in your own home, feel free. Say whatever you want. Just please be aware that there are people out there who don't always disagree with what you have to say. And that's the thing that some people fail to realize. I see people disrespecting other people's opinions all the time,
More
right?
specifically adults acting like children. That's why I said what I said, because while adults, they're like, oh, they're just kids, why are they talking about this crap? They act like children too. Like, honestly, it pisses me off that like adults act like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
right.
Yeah.
With the point of all of this is just respect and accept that other people are gonna have different opinions than you. Like, I know with you, Abby, we disagree on a lot of things. I know
that's okay, and that is perfectly fine.
And with me and Hugo, we disagree on a lot of things, but he's still my best friend, and we've been best friends for almost 4 years, I think, something like that. But just because you disagree with one thing, I'm not gonna just be like ruin this 4-year friendship that we've acquired and stuff. And just I guess a message to everyone out there is just stop and think.
Me and my best friend, we've been best friends since kindergarten. I'm a freshman in high school, so is she. And we have completely different views. We have different views. We've been best friends for how many years? A lot of years. A lot of years. And we have come to terms with the fact that we can agree to disagree, right? Mm-hmm. And I think as long as you do that and you realize that there are people out there who don't necessarily agree with what you agree with, the world seems to be a lot better place. It seems to be a lot better place when people actually realize that there are other people out there who don't always share the same exact opinion.
I hear so many stories about how even friends, even family members, blocking each other on social media, or not even talking to each other because they have they have completely different political affiliations. And to me, that's just sad, because it's your friend, it's your it's like your family, And
I have the radical belief that we should have a life outside of politics. That we should be able to be friends without having to disagree or agree on politics. I think that whether it's your quality of your character that I recognize as a friend, I don't recognize who you believe in, what you believe in. I don't really care as long as you respect mine too. I'll respect you as long as you respect me, and then boom, we can live in harmony. If that's the thing that you can realize from today, it rhymes, so remember it.
All right, so off topic. You don't have to like reveal it if you don't want to,
Okay.
but what's your political affiliation? We can all reveal it if we want to.
Personally, I'm a Democrat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Just who I am.
don't care. I don't care because I don't like for example with Hugo. I know you're what your preference is, Hugo, and I know you guys have seen it on my Instagram what mine is, but I've changed a little. I'm more in towards the middle, but like you've voiced your side, and I don't care because it's who you are, not
That's who I am.
like what you are, and I'm gonna accept that. I don't care what is and whatever.
Yeah,
and so,
we're not gonna block
and-
each other on Instagram or
Right.
Facebook.
And even when me and Lucas were talking about it, we were both very respectful towards one another.
Yeah, I saw that conversation. I'm just like, wow, this is how people should be talking, you know?
Because instead of bashing each other, I tried to more or less educate from my side, and he tried to educate from his side. And that's the thing that's important, is that if you can put it into words that somebody can understand without being disrespectful, rude, or arrogant, you can agree to disagree, and that's fine.
And I'll be honest with you, I was listening to what you were saying. You said certain things, and in my head I'm thinking, okay, I'm not gonna take this as like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna pay attention. I have my side, she can't change my mind. I was like, I'm still gonna listen to what you're saying, and maybe you'll make good points. And obviously you made good points. Now
Thank you.
Like you said on or like I saw on the post that I made, there are a total of 51 comments.
Jesus.
Only one was, I think you were the only one who was actually being okay with it, with not okay, but with it. But you weren't telling me to go kill myself or anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
geez.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull something up.
Because here's the thing. The way that I understood everything, the way that I've come to understand things, is by using either an analogy or, making it, right?
Yeah.
So someone asked me to explain Black Lives Matter, and from my respective opinion, okay, this is what I said. If a house was on fire, would you extinguish the fire, or would you water all the other houses down and leave the one to burn? Yes, every single life matters, but Black lives, in my opinion, have always been left out. Same with other minorities. And it's hard to listen when people say, why can't we just state opinions, when they made an opposition to a movement before the movement even started? So that is just my personal opinion. And it's a respectful opinion. It was worded respectfully. It was meant respectfully.
Yeah.
And I think as long as people understand that there's respect behind the analogy, you disagree? Awesome. That's great.
Well, was that the comment that you put on my
opinion? Huh?
Yeah,
that comment that you put on my thing?
Yeah.
And you saw what? Did you see what I replied with?
Yes. Let me look.
Well, I have it. I can say it.
Yeah.
I replied with, I said, at Abbey Beck, I said, I like what you said. It makes sense. You see, instead of saying something like, oh, whatever with your feelings or whatever, I don't care what you said. I said, I like what you said. It makes sense. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen. I'm not just going to fight back and throw mean words like a lot of people did, it's
and I'm sorry. Keep going.
And yeah, like for example, we said one person said, we don't respect your opinions, or wait, no, that was a question. Whatever. Yeah, I made a mistake there. But yeah. But yeah, you get what we're saying and stuff. But yeah, we need to just be more accepting of each other, I guess, is what.
There needs to be some more unity.
Yes.
Exactly.
We need to become a united front once again. And I think until we can do that, we just need to focus on the good. And I guess the takeaway from this entire TED Talk has been respect one another,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world was not meant to have people filled with the same opinions, or else there would be no conflict. There would be nothing in the world. Everything would be laid out, tied with a ribbon to a T, and the world would be boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? We would all be carbon copies of one another, and to me that sounds boring.
That
So-
sounds very boring.
I think that it is okay to have a different opinion as long as your opinion does not harm yourself or,
Harm
any
other
others.
people.
Whatever.
Exactly.
As long as you feel confident in your opinion, go ahead. Do what you will with it.
We have 20 seconds. We need to restart.
We have
All right.
20 seconds? Okay. All right, outro.
No. We can start a new one.
all right.
We'll start a new
All right,
one.
I'll just start a new one. And then I'll just speak the outro because
All right.
it's getting a little long,
Yeah. For our first thing, this is over an hour. We should have just. Alrighty. Bye.
It's all right.
Okay, you can stop now. I'm recording.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Lucas!
Lucas, get off your phone.
What are you doing? Lucas, I'll ground you. I will get out my chancla and I will smack you virtually.
All right, we need to finish this. Come on, I need to get off soon.
All right.
You're the
Outro.
one that's distracting us. Okay.
Outro.
All right. Yes, thank you.
Right? You're
Yeah,
welcome.
exactly. Thank you. To end us off here, to all the viewers out there, be cool, guys. This sounds so awkward. I'm so sorry, but
Here, do you want me to do the outro?
no, I got it. Don't
You
worry.
got it. You got it.
I'm a
believe.
natural.
I
Yes, thank
believe.
you.
Here you go.
Yes,
Go ahead. I believe.
hopefully. All right. To all the people that are watching or listening to this episode, thank you. You are really helping this channel, and we're very, very grateful for it. And I'm so happy that we're starting this. I'm pretty sure Lucas is too. He's not paying attention, but
Get
whatever.
off your phone. It's supposed to be a sentimental moment, okay?
Oh god damn it!
These kids with technology these days, I swear.
You sound like an adult. Oh god.
No, I'm kidding. You guys are literally older than me. Anyway, off topic. All right, go.
Anyway, stop. I'm going to stop. Let it die. Oh my god, I hate that movie. I hate that movie so much. I hate it with all the heart of my soul. Anyway,
Mr. O'Hare's my spirit animal.
all right. Anyway, guys, don't take it into a sexual what am I gonna say? Stay juicy. That's the motto. Don't worry. That's just what I'm saying. Stay juicy. Stay juicy. Be better. Abby, thank you so much for being on this episode.
You're welcome.
We have such amazing conversations. If we didn't have a third host planned, we would want you to be our third host. But you already have you already have your show. But anyway, thank you and goodbye, y'all.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Alrighty.
Lucas, wave.
Oh, bye.
Wave.